We're continuing the conversation. You were saying?
No, I was saying I think that one of the reasons that people do not feel, this president does not feel the support of the country the way you would expect is because many people do not feel that he puts this country first.
Right.
A lot of people feel that he puts his finances first. People are questioning his methodology with Ukraine. People are feeling that he uses this country as his own personal cash register.
But can we just not
and
do
that
this?
is and that is why
not do this
it's important
today.
to put it into context.
But you didn't put Russia in context, Sonny. You said, well,
Put it
you were
in context
saying
for
he
me.
thanked Russia before he thanked our own leaders, but the reality is this is the most dangerous mission that our military men and women can do. So imagine you're flying in the middle of the night in Syria over Russian-controlled airspace. So he
So
not
that's
only
why he
thanked,
thanked them
so that's why
first.
he thanked them because he also thanked, by the way, the Kurds. He should have thanked them a lot more, but he thanked Syria and Turkey for their help because we couldn't have done it without their help.
Yes.
So if you're sitting here talking to the generals in the moment, it's easy to sit at this table and attack him for calling Russia first, but that's not the real. We couldn't have done it. As much as we hate Russia, we couldn't have done it without their help.
Are you comfortable that he told Russia about this before he told his own Gang of Eight?
I'm
Are
not
you comfortable with that?
I'm not in these.
Because I'm not.
Yeah, you tell him, Sonny. I'm not in these. You know what? I would much rather have a general here and ask him that question because you don't know that and I don't know that. All I know is, as dangerous as it was, we needed Russia's help. We needed Syria's help.
But I want to marry.
We're
We're all happy that the troops are safe.
But why are we talking
and that
about
our men
taxes
and
right
women
now?
did it. We're talking about Trump right now. He has a chaotic foreign policy. Everything is tainted because of what he did to the Kurds too. Let's not forget that. So it's tainted. And for what she's saying, we don't trust him. We don't trust that he's a real American. We trust that he's in the.
But if you criticize him for calling Russia first,
Vladimir
Putin.
Putin.
Well, I think listen, just one thing. I mean, listen, I am the type of person, like, I am we're going to put a boot in their ass, it's the American way woman on this set. Like, I agree with that. I wear the American flag bandanas and, like, toast to freedom, and, like, I am that person. I will say, it is weird to thank Russia before in the line of when he thanked versus our troops, our special forces, the men and women in the military, the badasses that brought this freedom home for us. So that is the only thing that I agree with on this. That, to me, you thank our troops and the flag and America first, period. So that is the one thing I will agree with on that.
And let us not forget that he
Always, across the board.
Yes. And
Thank you.
Let's not forget that he also dissed Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats in the House by saying that he didn't tell them because he was afraid there would be a leak. The leaks are coming from the
his
White
own
House.
administration.
That's where the leaks are coming from.
But I will
not
say,
from Nancy Pelosi.
but I will say that, like, that's what's the saddest part, and I think this is what Abby's trying to say. The saddest part of it is this is really a celebratory day because we have brought a bastard to hell where he belongs, period. But the sad part is the politics and the things that he has done, and again, I was shocked that he thanked Russia first because you know how I feel about Russia and Putin. But that still doesn't negate the fact that this is a big win and we shouldn't be politicizing it. But the problem is he politicizes everything.
That's right.
That may be why. That may be why yesterday when he was at the ball game.
The Nationals.
The Nationals, and I don't know why they did it, but folks, well, let's just show it. I don't think.
But I do think that crowd is important, though. That's in the middle of the Washington, D.C. swamp. If he had been in, I don't know, at a Diamondbacks game, maybe it would have been a different reaction.
No, I don't think just that. Look, I think people are pissed at him. I think people are legitimately angry at him and sort of, you know, because I was in Washington the night of the game. So I saw all kinds of people.
You were at that game?
I wasn't at that game. I was signing books. I was
No, I was watching.
you know. But and the reason I say that is because I saw lots of people in their jerseys going, and so it was a whole bunch of folks, black, white, Latino, Asian. It was just a whole bunch of people, and I think people just they didn't want to give him very much, because in a way, you're all correct about what's going on. People are annoyed with him because you want to get up and be really on top of it, but you've done it so often, and he's disappointed you so often that people go, well, I don't know if I should believe
they
you.
take it as a compliment. If you were to look at his kids that were tweeting, they say, to Meghan's point, we're in the swamp. We want people to hate us. I always go to what Michelle Obama said. Why are we going to stoop to his level? To the people that were out screaming that? That's what he does. Why do we have to do that?
Because we've
we're all
encouraged
better
them
than
to.
that.
That's why.
But my thing with this too, though, is not that I think the context of the audience is important, but I do think if he can say lock her up, then we can say lock him up. Protesting is an American pastime. I'm not against it. I'm just trying to bring context to the audience.
It's sort of a beautiful moment when we're using his words against him. Let's face it.
And let's face it, the lock him up didn't come from the suites. Those are the expensive seats. Those chants came from the upper seats, the seats where I sat in as a kid. Okay, those aren't the expensive seats. Those are the people seats. So I think that you have this fervor coming. I even saw banners, veterans for impeachment.
I saw that too.
People are upset with this
Even the
president.
Washington team owners did not want to sit with him.
Well, why don't we just do this? Why don't we have a toast to Jack Daniels later tonight for killing terrorists?
Oh, I'll
we
do
can
that.
just do it on the VO, okay?
I'll do that.
How about that?
To that.
Because
To that.
we don't even have
Yeah.
politics. You're all invited to my apartment.
I'll
It's all
probably
your
just
audience.
roll something up and do it.
There's
I'm not
water
going to
in
drink
here, by the way.
anything.
I don't want. Seriously, there's water in here. I don't want any more
Unfortunately,
issues on this show that I already have. Thank you so much.
And there you go. We'll